What's going on, good people? Well. Tragedy is free. Tragedy is free. He got locked up for 6 days, and allegedly he was walking down the street, and Marcus happened to be driving up the street, and they bumped into each other, and they did a impromptu interview. Tragedy said that he was locked up. What happened was he was in an abando. He thought the bros were playing around, and so police knocked on the door. They stood to the side, so he couldn't see who they were. And then he, like I said, he thought it was the bros, he says, and he opened the door, and they were on him. The rest is history. He has a warrant somewhere else. He did not disclose what the warrant was for. Marcus tried to prod him and say, well, they looked up your name, but, looked up his name, but I didn't say what his warrant was for, right? I do know what it's for, but I'm not going to say it out loud, and nor did I say his name, but Tragedy is a thinker, and Marcus can't run the okey doke on him, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to say that. And so, he's walking down the street. He's happy to be free. A lot has changed. Marcus was saying that Feisty has decided to, Mark said snaked him. That's interesting use of a word for him to say that Feisty snaked him. But, after he's allegedly snaked so many other people. But anyway, Marcus went on to tell Tragedy the whole crew was gone. They followed CJ. He's not sure about Chaos, right? Or Chosen. And so Chaos, Chosen, I know you trying to play both sides of the fence. You're standing by your friend CJ, friend K3, who was real close to CJ, but looks like you may have to pick a side. Marcus was saying that, hey, I was just getting ready to spend big money, investing in Feisty, building content around her, and now she does this. Marcus also said he can't work with Feisty anymore after this, which you kind of go figure. So pretty much CJ has really kind of cleaned out his whole stable of his whole cast of characters, and CJ has successfully cleared them out. Now here's the deal, Marcus, what you're failing to realize. Perhaps maybe if you were paying more money instead of the chump change you're giving them, considering the money that you're making, and now that the cat is out the bag as far as how much money you are making on them and the chump change you're giving them, nobody's going to stick around for that. So, it is what it is. For the next crew you decide to pick up, anybody has any half of a sense as far as money and finances, which CJ does, right? Which the other ones probably had to be shown the light. It's like, why stick around for that? So you might look at changing your business model. Marcus seems to be transitioning into canvassing, and he seems to be getting the crew together to go canvas. And of course, he's a manager and he makes money off what they make, which is probably a legitimate business. So good for him on that, because this YouTube stuff is not too stable. It really isn't, especially if you're trying to build your brand around people who are unstable. What kind of business model is that? Also, just want to add a note. People are saying, well, hey, Marcus, don't post. Marcus saying, well, hey, I wanted the people to miss me. But Marcus, when you don't post, you only hurting yourself. You only hurting yourself, because 9 times out of 10, the people doing commentary about you have day jobs. They have real jobs. Don't think I'm just hanging out in the bando, all right? Duh. So when you don't post, and the supporters of you who say, yeah, bro, don't post, let them not have nothing to talk about, well, guess what? As far as YouTube stuff, if Marcus don't post, he don't eat. Simple, plain point of view, all right? So he has to post. He has to post. All right? He has to post. And when he posts, I'll do commentary. Guess what? When he don't post, I can still do commentary. Duh. But anyway, just want to throw that out there. Oh, and tragedy. Do not give Marcus your mama's phone number. All right? So tragedy was like, well, Marcus, how can I get in touch with you? Because it looks like Marcus is trying to build something around tragedy, which won't work either because tragedy's not going for the BS. All right? Tragedy's going to want, he's going to want a 50-50. No, he probably want a 60-40 cut of anything that's coming in. He's not going for no little chump change because he's not about, he lived, and really, my hat's kind of off to tragedy because his view of the world is very different from mine because my view is if it don't make money, it don't make sense. His view is, you know what, I'll let the universe provide, and if that's what works for you, that's what works for you, I ain't knocking it. But for Marcus to try to build something around tragedy, that's going to be problematic for Marcus because tragedy is smarter than the average type of people that Marcus is used to dealing with. He has his own mind, he has his own thoughts. But tragedy, Marcus asked for your mama's number. Don't give him your mama's number, all right? It was funny because when tragedy said, okay, here's my mama's number, but then he said, please don't do anything weird. Don't do anything weird. And Marcus was like, yeah, I'm an upstanding individual. I'm an upstanding man. I wouldn't do anything weird. Well, hello, let's rewind the tape when Polo's mother was pissed at Marcus because Marcus put a conversation that he had with her online that she did not approve of. So therefore, tragedy, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you hear your mama's voice, a phone call on one of his lives, one of his videos, all right? Because, yeah, he will. He will now. Eventually he took it down, but it's all good. What else? K3, G3, J3 was caught, according to Marcus, he was caught stealing. So he's locked up. Then Marcus started asking police questions of tragedy. Like, hey, did y'all used to steal together? And how old is he? And where does he come from? And blah, blah, blah. And tragedy being true to tragedy, like, I don't know anything. I don't know. So tragedy's no dummy. All right. What else? Yeah, so he's free. A lot has changed since he's been locked up. And it sounds like he has a warrant. Well, he does have a warrant somewhere else. And they're not willing to come get him. So welcome to Atlanta, right? Welcome to Atlanta. Let me know what y'all thought about the interview. Marcus did say he was sick. He said he caught another sickness from his, can I say it? He caught another sickness from his child. Last time he was sick, he said he got sick from his child. That's interesting. I don't know what to make of that. Maybe your immune system has been compromised, sir? I don't know. But you might need to get that checked out, especially in light of the allegations from Feisty and as well as others. So we shall see. Hey, I'm gonna tag on to the back of this video a repost from the live that I did where we actually looked at Tragedy's charges. We did not put his name out there. I don't do that. Now, once it comes out, then, we won't put it out. Only time we'll put names out, I try to protect people's privacy as much as possible, unless they are foolish enough to say, hey, yeah, go ahead and look me up, which Quita did, Maya did, who else? So that's why when you look at it, I didn't put I did my part to protect his name. Now, what others put out, that's on them, okay? What else? Yeah, so I think that's it, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, you guys are sending me messages as we speak, so make sure I edit those out. Yeah. So pretty much an interesting interview. It just happenstance. Marcus was driving up the street, Tragedy was walking down the street, and they bumped into each other. Tragedy has been released from the jail. He said he's in the cell with 20 or 30 other guys for the last 7, 8 days. I'll be happy to be free too. All right, y'all, put your comments in the thing. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.